Next we have paintings from the American colonial period. First, we have The Woman Working in a Rice Field by Fabian de la Rosa, 1902. Fabian de la Rosa was born in Paco, Manila to husband and wife Marcos de la Rosa and Gorgonia Cueto, born to a family of artists. He was exposed to art at an early age and learned to draw well before he could write. He was trained to sketch portraits and landscape by his aunt Marciana de la Rosa. When he was 10 years old, he also apprenticed under his uncle Simon Flores y de la Rosa, a well-known painter of portraits and church interiors from the 19th century. De la Rosa lived most of his life in the Philippines and visited Europe for the first time when he was 39. He married Gorgonia Tolentino on January 13, 1900s. On the second painting, we have Planting Rice by Fabian de la Rosa. In 1904, de la Rosa won his first gold medal for planting rice. In the Street Louis Exposition, 4 years later, in 1908, when the University of the Philippines School of Fine Arts was founded, de la Rosa received a scholarship from the Germinal Cigar Factory to study in Europe as a scholar. He attended the Académie de Julian in Paris and the Academia de Bellas Artes de San Fernando in Madrid. The school attended by Juan Luna, Felix Resurrección Hidalgo, and later on Fernando Amorsolo. The third painting we have Magpaparol by Jose Pineda. This piece is accompanied by a letter issued by Mr. Jose Pineda, eldest grandchild of the artist, confirming the authenticity of the lot. This charming Christmas-themed genre work shows George Pineda's skillful economy of brushwork while maintaining a disarmingly suspicious candor with the viewer. His frugality is at its most ingenuous in this outdoorsy scene, such as in this articulating the distant house or the frail yet sturdy construction of the Christmas lanterns, where the presence of a bright puff white cloud would already be bordering on Baroque excess, Emmanuel Torres wrote in 1973. Torres added that Pineda's forte genre deserves an entire chapter in Philippine art history. The heavy brushwork of Fabian de la Rosa was not for him, as he preferred a lighter touch for his casual-looking subjects. Pineda celebrated housepun themes by creating simple expressions of daily life but with disarming casualness and piquancy. This vernal freshness of style and outlook sprang from his contact with scenographic painters who had been evolving their own manners of setting down the texture and rhythms of life around them. One might also cite of influence the works by certain foreign artists like the Britisher C.W. Andrews, who contributed to La Ilustración Filipina, such as Hillside in the Philippines, and whom Pineda admired and studied. Like Andrews, Pineda also contributed many illustrations to famous pre-war publications like the strident Renacimiento Filipino edited by Martin Ocampo and the socially statusy Philippine magazine edited by A.V. Hardendorp. This work is from 1993, the same era as when the high-end Philippine magazine flourished.